This video is made for adult collectors because man's so old he can't even stand. Is that funny? No, that's not funny. I'm stupid. Oh, for God's sakes. This thing. Man, this thing is very weird. So some backstory. When I picked the TF Safari figures to come in for the videos, because we do a batch of 3 every time, I'm usually with buddies who help me pick things. They like, oh, this one's good. Oh, this one's good. Oh, this one's cool. This one's not so good. And I got peer pressured into getting this dude. And well, he keeps doing this. Pain. This is a knockoff of Perfect Effects Lio Prime or Lio Convoy. And I was told that apparently this one fixes a lot of the Perfect Effect issues and is better. But yeah. Nah. Before I go any further, this figure was provided to me by TF Safari. They have a wide range of third-party KO and some official stuff, which is good. They have this, but at the end of the video, you'll see why I've linked something else below. They have a lot of stuff on very good sale too right now, and if you use code THATTOYGUYSPECIAL 3% off, yes I know, you can save a couple dollars, which is always nice. Thanks for sponsoring today's video. Now back onto the actual toy. It does look extremely cool. Like, it's such a badass looking bot with a lion coat on, and the metallic red mixed with the matte black makes the red pop even more, even though it's a darker shade of red. The blue I think is a bit too on the baby blue side. Kind of wish it was like a shade and a half darker, but it still looks really cool. The finger paint has started coming off. Yay. I do very much like all the lines and angles on this robot, and the little circle bits really help it look more robotic than organic. I'll get more into how he looks and poses in a minute and all that sort of stuff. But I just need to get the negatives out of the way first. The feet are a massive issue. They aren't even. If you look at the bottom, the toes sit a tad bit higher. And then if you try to flatten it out, the toes end up being like slightly off the table a bit. And then the middle sits higher than the heel. And that means he teeters a lot. That and the ball joint at the front of the foot and the toes moving doesn't help the stability at all. The hips are on ball joints and they were so loose out of the box. And now this is where the title comes to play. I floor polished every ball joint on this toy. I let it dry for 24 hours and then I put it back together just like I would do with any other toy I was fixing. And then I moved the legs and it was fine. And then suddenly the floor polish started coming right off, like it was falling out of the figure's legs. Now the polish hasn't gone bad, I checked. I've used it on the neck of the Elasmosaurus on my Magmatron since that video, and it's fine. I didn't put too much on there for it to come off. I put just about as much as I would in proportion to the toy. It just all came off. It's a huge pain because it makes the posing so difficult because he looks so damn nice. I even tried the super glue tactic and that still didn't work either. Now back to the nice things. He has a stand and a big ass sword. I'll show that off more later, but the stand works so nicely. It's solid, it makes him actually stand there and not fall over. The guns are cool, but I find myself just not using them a lot because he looks better with melee weapons. The die-cast dual X23 dagger things are actually metal and actual blades, and I hate that. Why does this need to be actually sharp? Yes, I have stabbed myself with it in the side of my index finger. It's healed now, but it was not fun. But the big sword, just have a look. So normally during those posing montages, I usually put a bunch of different like shots and stuff in there because I want to showcase how good the posing on a toy is. And if I really, really like it, it's going to get a segment like that. However, I don't really like this, and he kept falling over. And this doesn't actually peg into the hand because this is made for a completely different toy. So it would slide out constantly. Also, it does fold away and can become an axe if you want it to. So that's cool. Anyways, I'm putting it aside. Also, the tip of his tail comes off and becomes daggers. These are excruciatingly sharp though, and I have dropped this onto my foot. That wasn't fun. Anyways, posing. He has a lot, but he can't stand. And I can't stand him. So the head is on a double ball joint setup. He does actually come with an alternate head. If I can find it, there it is. He does actually come with this alternate head, which is what was on him when I got him. But yeah, you got that. I'm going to move the shoulder pads out of the way. The shoulders have a big ball here and then a little ball here, so they can rotate at the base and then at the actual shoulder itself. They can go out that far. You got a little bit of a butterfly joint in, but if you move the chest plates in, you get more butterfly joint. Just close those back up for now. Bicep rotation, single jointed elbow that bends about that far. Wrist rotation. The wrist does hinge up and down, though it is very tight. And the fingers open and close. And as I said, the finger, there's some paint on my finger. The fingers are just chipping off, which is fantastic. These actually move around as well, but they don't like staying pegged in. You peg them in and they just come right out. It's kind of annoying. The chest does open to reveal a little matrix, which is cool. And then the torso at the top can extend. So you have that far forward of a crunch and that far of a back. Let's compress it. You do also get some side to side. You get a waist rotation. This can move up and out of the way, and this can flap. And the tail is technically supposed to be able to come out as like a whip thing, but trying to figure out that orientation was a pain in the ass, and then getting it back in is a pain in the ass, so I'm not taking it out. Actually, I'm just going to take this whole thing off because it's getting in my way. The hips are out of focus. They are drop-down hips, so you do have that. They can go forward that far. They can go back that far. They can go out that far, though they don't want to stay there. You do have thigh rotation that's limited by the sculpt. Double jointed knees. And that ratchet makes a horrible sound. Yeah, I hate that. And then the ankles can go down. They can go up all the way. He's got a toe pivot, toe tilt, ankle tilt, toes move, and he... Wow, he's actually standing. Let's get him standing up straight. Wow, he is teetering. He's standing on his heels. That, oh my god, I hate this thing. So the robot looks fan-friggin-tastic, but it does not hold itself up very well, even after repairs. So is the lion mode any better? Oh, let's get him into lion mode. It's not hard, it's just annoying. So to start with, we're going to get these and just get them out of the way. Then we're going to bring the chest section in and down because that does help. And we'll do the arms in a second. Let's get the hands transformed into lion paw mode. Now these little plates with the green bit on here, they do just come off. That one took a little bit of effort because of that plate in the way, but it falls off all the time. And that didn't start till I started shooting today. So that's fun. Anyways. You get the lion paws all situated, and then rotate this forward, like that. Lion hand. Just do the same on the other side. Ow. Very sharp. I don't like that. Unnecessary. Lion hand. There we go. Front of the lion paw is done. Now let's do the head. So for this, you want to take this section and swing it forward. We're going to open up the lion mane as best as possible. And get it all around the legs. We're going to bring this section in as well. So you want it looking like that. And then just sort of close the mane up. And nothing pegs in, I've noticed. I couldn't find a way to peg it in. And I watched like Ben's Collectibles video and it just sort of sits there. Which is pain, but sure, lion mane. Now the legs, the back legs. You want to chicken leg them. So just bend it like that. Bend it like Beckham. Bend it like that, slide the knee pad up as far as it'll go, and just compress it, and that's a lion leg done. So do that here, slide the knee pad up, fold that down as far as it'll go, stand him up, then you want to take this section here that we took off earlier, and peg it in to the top. That gives him his tail. Wow, that's the first time it's stayed straight. Damn. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to peg these into here. And that just sort of helps. It helps visually fill out the lion a little more, which I like because it's a very skinny lion, as you can see. Get that all situated. Now he's bending. That torso joint in lion mode is way too loose. And there you go. Lion. Oh, and then you can peg these in to the top section. Where'd the other one go? Oh, there it is. You can peg these into the top sections
Come on. Right there. There we go. He's leaning forward again. Also, one thing I forgot to mention, he comes with optional chest plates.
Yeah, that doesn't look super great. Oh god. It looks really skinny and unlion-like. I wish it was bulked up somehow in the torso, because it looks like a set of twigs with the world's biggest lion head. The tail can't support itself. It's too heavy for those joints, so it's always just hanging down. He does come with replacement parts, which is cool, because the hinges are really small. If you break one of them, you can replace it. I really like that. But the replacement joints aren't also any tighter, which is a shame. There is the Zoid visor on the front, which I put on, and I absolutely love that inclusion. I think that's awesome. I also like how the new Thundertron is based off of a Zoid, but this is just not the best thing in the world. It looks so good, but the feel of the toy, I just can't really recommend it. Below, I've linked the third-party toy that's a lot better than this, because it just is. It's a shame, because this design is so epic. It's so epic, but it feels like Kingdom RC. But that's my look at whatever the hell company this was. Neoart, Black, Lio Convoy, Prime, Leonidas, whatever. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.